welcome to Thinking Outside the Box, or the Stephen Harper Way. As you may or may not have heard, on January 23rd, Stephen Harper was elected the 22nd Prime Minister of Canada. His first act was to reduce the size of the Canadian cabinet. We used to have 40, but now we have 27. But don't worry, 27 is plenty, because each cabinet minister is appointed, dare I say, blessed with a parliamentary secretary, a right hand who can speak on behalf of the cabinet minister in much the same way, say, that the Pope can speak directly on behalf of God. So appointing the right person to the right portfolio is crucial. And I am pleased to report that Stephen has done a bang-up job. For example, there are 17 million women in Canada, and their rights need to be protected, which is why Harper had to appoint a parliamentary secretary for the status of women. And the best woman for that job? James Abbott. He's got everything. He's smart, he's organized, he's got a penis. Ladies, you're in good hands. Moving along now, the Parliamentary Secretary for Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency. Now, for this job, you need an expert in Atlantic Canada. And as luck would have it, the Conservatives have 6 eligible MPs in the region. But apparently, none of them are smart enough. So for his Atlantic Canada expert, Harper went 6,000 kilometers west to Calgary, where he found Deepak O'Brien. Hey, Deepak. Deepak is perfect because while he doesn't know anything about Atlantic Canada, he has been there on a number of occasions. Another tricky position Harper had to fill was Parliamentary Secretary for La Francophonie. For this position, Harper needed a man with very specific qualifications. He said, I need an expert in agriculture from Alberta who doesn't speak French. Meet Ted Menzies, 3 out of 3. Moving on now to perhaps the most explosive urban issue facing Canada today, and that is immigration. There are 6.5 million new Canadians living in Canada. Most of them are in Montreal, Toronto, or Vancouver. So when looking for a parliamentary secretary for immigration, Harper looked to Moose Mountain, Saskatchewan, home of Big Ed Kormernicki. Big Ed understands the issues facing new Canadians. After all, according to the 2001 census, Moose Mountain is home to 10 Filipinos. But let's talk about the real power here. The most powerful cabinet minister in Ottawa is the president of the Treasury Board, whose name escapes me at the moment. Not one dime can get spent without his say-so. And so who is the second most powerful man in Ottawa? His parliamentary secretary, Mr. Pierre Poilievre, Canada's youngest MP. And if you'd like to learn more about Pierre, go to his website that features, I kid you not, 215 photographs of this power broker, including my personal favorites, Pierre playing policeman, playing doctor, and sitting on Santa's lap. Yes, with these appointments, when it comes to thinking outside the box, Harper is the king. You know, in many ways, he's taken the box outdoors and chopped it up with an axe. Now, some would question this approach, whereas I say he is a visionary, seeing what we cannot see, a swimmer swimming where we cannot swim, a chef cooking something that we cannot taste. And Stephen, we're not used to a leader working way over our heads like this, so bear with us while we try to catch up to the Stephen Harper Way.